சென்னை கோயம்பேட்டில் உள்ள தமிழக பாஜக தேர்தல் அலுவலகத்தில் பத்திரிகையாளர் சந்திப்பு நடைபெற்றது. இதில் பாஜக தேசிய செய்தி தொடர்பாளர் திரு ராஜு சந்திரசேகர் கலந்து கொண்டு பத்திரிகையாளரை சந்தித்து பேசினார். இதில் முன்னாள் மதுராந்தகம் தொகுதி சட்டமன்ற உறுப்பினர் காயத்ரி தேவி உள்பட பாஜகவினர் ஏராளமானோர் கலந்து கொண்டனர்.
This Friday afternoon and are spending some time with us today at the BJP election office. Let me tell you a context of why I'm having this press conference. A few days ago, I was watching the television and I noticed Comrade Stalin, Thiru Stalin, not Comrade Stalin. I always think of another Stalin when I think of Stalin. Comrade Stalin and making a dialogue about Chingar Chennai, and around the same time his friend, colleague and coalition partner Rahul Gandhi dancing in some school. And it struck me that it is necessary, and they are obviously doing this for the Tamil vote. They are obviously doing this dialoguing and dancing to try and get the vote in these elections. And I think it is necessary, and it's almost vital and important that we present to the people of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry the performance and track record of this alliance, the Congress-DMK alliance. The Congress and DMK have been in alliance before, and when Shri Stalin talks about Chingara Chennai, despite having 11 out of 16 MLAs in Chennai, when Stalin talks about Chingara Chennai, despite leaving Puducherry in ruins after 5 years of government with the Congress, when Stalin talks about Chingara Chennai, when him and Rahul Gandhi's Congress left India after 10 years of governance in economic tatters, ravaged by corruption, and after destroying the economic and banking system of the country. So why are they not talking about Chingara India? Why are they not talking about their 10 years in government together as partners? As I said, all you have to do today is to look back at this 2004 to 2014, when the Congress-DMK government in India, in Delhi, destroyed everything in the economy. An economy that was left in 2004 by the Atal Bihari government as one of the strongest performing economies in the world, which the other star in the alliance, the Thiru Chidambaram, in 2005 said this is one of the strongest economies that the country had. Why are they not talking about this? And one classic example that the people of Tamil Nadu must remember, and I will remind them about the conduct of the Congress-DMK government, is on something called spectrum. In 2008, the world was recovering from a global economic crisis, much smaller than the COVID pandemic crisis that we are facing today. And at that time, the Congress and the DMK together decided to give spectrum, valuable spectrum, away for free to a group of corporates. I was a member of parliament at that time. I was one of the first people to raise this in parliament. And you are aware of the scam that broke, the CAG report, the Supreme Court decision, and I will quote one statement from the Supreme Court order that said that the allotment of spectrum by the Congress-DMK government was unconstitutional and arbitrary. And the court further said that this was virtually gifting away an important national asset. Spectrum is a people's asset. This is to be used for people's good. And in 2009-10, the Congress and DMK government took a people's asset and gave it to a few businessmen, and instead of using it for people's good, used it for the goods of some people. Instead of using it for people's good, they used it for the good of some people. Now you compare that with the Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji's NDA government. Spectrum has been allotted only through auctions. In 2016, spectrum was allotted, 60,000 crores of rupees were realized for the people of India. 3 days ago, and this is important for every voter in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry to understand and congratulate this government and country for. 3 days ago, the government of India auctioned spectrum at 77,800 crores. 77,000 kodi money was realized through an auction. So today when DMK, Congress, Stalin, Rahul Gandhi come to you for vote and say Chingara Chennai, Chingara Tamil Nadu, Chingara India, look back at their conduct in 2010. Look back at the corruption that they inflicted on this country. Look back at the money that they looted from the people of this country, and look how the NDA government is bringing that money for the development of people, development of our country. I want to end this by saying simply this. Inge rising suns alla, rising sun alla, it is rising suns. This is not a politics about development of people, it is about development of some suns. Amit Shah ji said in a recent Villupuram campaign, inge 1G irukku, 2G irukku, 3G irukku. This is not about rising sun, this is about rising suns, politics of rising suns. This is not politics of development. These two parties represent not politics of development, they represent politics of Kollai and World. We represent the politics of development. We believe in taking the money from spectrum auction and giving free gas cylinders to women who are suffering the drudgery of smoke-filled kitchens. We believe in taking the money from spectrum and give connected free tap water to households around the country. We believe in taking the money from the spectrum and giving electricity to electrifying every home in this country. Iditha Mukyama. Our development, our politics, and the contrast between us and this duo of Congress DMK, their politics of rising suns. Thank you.
Talking about the 6 candidates released by ADMK, still seat sharing is not finalized. How do you see it?
Like English to reply. Okay. I don't want to confuse you with my Tamil, that's why I will speak with English. Simply. Because I'm talking to media, if I say something in Tamil and it's the wrong thing, then that will be the headline. So I will speak in English. Look, our alliance with the AIDMK is a Pakka alliance. Every alliance goes through a phase of negotiation, seat negotiation, that is normal. The 6 seats that were announced are leaders that we know. There is a clear understanding that they have to contest from those seats. There is absolutely no ambiguity, no cause for any doubt.
Asking whether with BJP's approval the 6 candidates are announced.
Why should we approve anything? This is a coalition. They will decide our candidate, we will decide our candidate, and then approval is there. There is no approval. We don't have to approve our partners' candidates. Where in which part of our NDA alliance, BJP approves their candidates and they approve our candidates. That is not the practice. ಇಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಕಾಂಟ್ರವರ್ಸಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. I'm just telling you. Don't go fishing for a controversy.
You are criticizing about Congress and DMK, sir.
Criticizing ಇಲ್ಲ. Facts. I am not. I don't do any press conference with criticize. I am presenting the facts. You conclude. If they are a viable coalition for Tamil Nadu, you conclude.
Yeah, whatever, sir. Sir, more than 7 years, BJP only ruling in India.
Ama.
What is the petrol price, diesel price, gas price? Every day it's increasing. People are suffering a lot.
Okay, should I answer that?
Yes.
Okay. You are aware last 12 months on the COVID pandemic, you are aware. You are aware also that the COVID is a global unprecedented pandemic exported by a nation outside India. It is not created by India. COVID. Third, you are also aware that the COVID has had an economic impact not only on India but all the countries on the world. ಅತ್ತರಿಮಲ್ಲ ಆ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಹೆಂಗೇನು ವரும் ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ವரும் ಈದರ್ ಬೈ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ಅದರ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕಟ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಸೊ ಇದು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಮೈ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ don't fall into the trap of Rahul Gandhi price rise. This is his new cause. Last 12 months, I have studied every tweet of his. He will tweet one day and he will disappear three days later. If you are talking, I am willing to do any debate with Rahul Gandhi on price rise or anything. Idita, 13th April 2020, he started tweeting about lockdown. He said, UK lockdown is better than India. Why is India such a bad country? This is his tweet. Inneke, UK is still in lockdown. We are the country that is doing best in COVID performance. One. Going back to the fuel rise. Global fuel prices have gone up. One. Two. Taxation on fuel is both the responsibility of the state and center. Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Maharashtra. Every state puts equal excise duty and center also puts taxes. Other analyze panniyacha, you will find that states have an equal responsibility towards the petroleum pricing as center has. So it is not on the Rahul Gandhi wakes up in the morning and says, hey, price rise, tweet panni, this is government of India's responsibility. Fuel pricing and fuel taxation is an important resource for states as well as government of India, especially during the post-COVID scenario.
Sir, COVID is affected in our neighbor countries also, in Sri Lanka, Bangladesh and some other countries also. But comparing with some other countries, in India only the price is very high, sir.
Another,
Petrol price, sir. COVID வந்து எல்லா countries affect
our Bangladesh prices are not high. What is the price? ಇಲ್ಲ ಸೊ ಇದು ಫ್ಯೂಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ರಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್. ವೈ ಫ್ಯೂಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಕೆಪ್ಟ್ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ GST? ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಇಸ್ ಅ ಗುಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಇದು ಡಿಬೇಟ್ பண்ணணும். ಫ್ಯೂಲ್ ಶುಡ್ ಕಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ GST, then there should be sharing of GST between state and center. Why fuel is outside GST? Because many state governments want to control their excise collections through fuel. Summary point. Fuel pricing is a complex issue in India because state governments are getting revenue from that, central governments are getting revenue from that. I don't know. Rendu. Fuel prices globally are going up. Idu rendu. Moonu. Post-COVID, this year government has not increased any income tax, any GST anywhere. And we still have to compensate for the economic loss of almost 12 lakh crores in this year. During the budget discussion, some colleagues of mine from the left said, disinvestment vena. You know what I said? Congress has the MOU with China. In India, which party has an MOU with Communist Party of China? Congress. Which party has an understanding with Chinese Communist Party of India? You give the money back 10 lakh crores, we will not raise any taxes. Simple. Mukhyama Vishayana, fuel pricing is complex. COVID time, India needs every resource we can get. And that money is being used. This money that government of India is collecting is being used for what? Development ta? Infrastructure building ta? It is not going to somebody's Italian account. It is not going to somebody's thing. This cash is going for what? It is going for development only, no? Makkal development only. We are NDA alliance, AIDMK, NR Congress, BJP. Negotiations are going on. Don't worry, there will be no controversy. We will form a government in May, and the Congress and DMK will be not forming a government. Alta.
Millions of people have come onto the road doing their job, but at the same time, India has added 40 billionaires list. BJP has been in power for almost more than six years now. Now they've been speaking about fuel price has been the only way of balancing the budget to continue spending. Has BJP done anything to do with?
No, so I want to, with great respect to your question, I want to answer this like this. Please understand that the COVID shock and the COVID economic impact we have just got out of it. So that is point number one. So if you say, what has the BJP government done to address issues? You have to wait and watch for the next 3-4 years what we will do. And we will go in front of the people in 2024, and if people are unhappy with the way we have dealt with this, they will teach us a lesson. And I am confident we are doing the right thing. Second point, on the issue of inequality. And inequality is a bit of it is a little hypocritical for some political parties to raise this issue, and I'll explain to you why. The biggest crony capitalism and the most amount of crony capitalism happened between 2004 and 2014. And 96% of the Indian banking system's net worth, I'm repeating this is not my data, this is published data. 96% of the Indian banking system's net worth were lent to 9 families in India. When? 2004 to 2014. Who was in government? DMK, Congress, Rising Suns. Our government. And that concentration of wealth, that concentration of risk, and that concentration of that inequality was unprecedented. During the COVID time, I accept, and it is a widely held contention, that all around the world, the poor and the middle class are the ones that have taken the brunt of the COVID impact. Because 400 million livelihoods have been lost around the world, not in India alone. This is a global pandemic, and nobody should try and characterize this as anything but the impact of a global pandemic. And that is what it is. And the government is determined with this budget. It is clearly stated. We will bring back jobs. We will create infrastructure. We will get on a national building effort that will revive the economy, grow the economy in double digits. So we know that this problem has caused harm to the country as it has caused to the rest of the world. But that problem was caused by our neighbor, and I don't want to get into that today. But this government is maximizing every public asset. As you can see from the Spectrum auction, it was expected that 50,000 kodi only will be got from the Spectrum auction, but we got 77,000 crores. Our 77,000 crores is going for what? For development, for building infrastructure. Yeah, it's a 2010 report that came out, yes.
But are the same people who are flourishing now even during the
Yeah, see, I get the fact that people there are some people who don't like business. Our government's philosophy towards business is very simple. We want to encourage private investment. We want to encourage private business as long as the businesses operate lawfully, ethically, and are compliant with Indian law. And one thing I can tell you about the NDA government in Delhi, and I challenge anybody to prove otherwise, we are not the DMK Congress. There is no handouts. Nobody gets a sweetheart deal. Anything you get today is through a bid, through a tender. Now, if somebody gets something, he gets it. He tries it, he takes the risk and he gets it. But we will never play into this narrative of being anti-business because we believe jobs, economic activity are a partnership of the government and the private sector. Ajana? Okay, thank you.